All right, Bills Mafia, buckle up because today we're diving into one of those debates that's been circling around since camp started. Should Ray Davis or Ty Johnson be considered the number 2 running back in Buffalo's offense? Now, the first thing we need to clear up is that this isn't a simple RB2 versus RB3 label like you'd have for a quarterback depth chart. In the Bills system, those numbers don't tell the whole story. We're not talking about a strict pecking order where if the starter goes down, one guy slides in for every snap. Instead, we're dealing with role-based deployment. Ty Johnson and Ray Davis are built for different situations, and that's why both will see the field every week. Ty Johnson is arguably the best all-around passing down back on the roster, which means you don't just toss him into early down grunt work. You preserve him for the critical third downs, the hurry-up drives, the situations where pass protection and route running out of the backfield are at a premium. Ray Davis, on the other hand, brings a different flavor. He's powerful between the tackles, decisive in short yardage situations, and can churn out those tough yards when defenses know what's coming. In reality, both of them are going to play somewhere in the 20 to 30% snap range week to week. James Cook remains the clear lead back, but behind him, you'll see Davis and Johnson rotated in based on game flow and situation. Not because one has a more important title on the depth chart. That leads us to the larger philosophy question about Buffalo's offensive approach. There's been some chatter, sparked by observations around the league, that a high-volume passing attack can put too much strain on an offensive line. Pass protection is not the same animal as run blocking, and when a line has to hold up for 45 or 50 passes a game, even short throws, the wear and tear adds up. The Bills, though, have shown they understand the value of balance. Last year, they were near the bottom of the league in pass play percentage and near the top in run play percentage. That's not an accident. They're not trying to be a one-trick pony. They're aiming for two-dimensionality. It's not about saying, we'll pass exactly 25 times today. That kind of a rigid cap doesn't fit in the NFL. Every matchup is different. Sometimes the best way to score is to lean on the passing game. Other times it's pounding the rock. The key is the threat of both. If a defense knows you can do either at a high level, their job gets a whole lot harder. And make no mistake, the most explosive thing Buffalo does is let Josh Allen throw the football. But they don't want to be predictable, and a credible run game ensures they aren't. Now, while we're on the topic of changes and adjustments, we've got to address the new kickoff rules. Some fans feel like the NFL has ruined the kickoff with this year's alignment changes, but the reality is the league wanted returns back in the game without the old high-speed, full-field collisions that led to dangerous impacts. The condensed alignment might look strange now, but it's safer. And it puts the onus back on coverage units and return teams to execute. You don't have to give opponents the ball at the 35. Make tackles, cover kicks, block well, and you can flip field position in your favor. And when you choose to bring a kick out of the end zone, you better make sure it's worth it. Turning down a free spot at the 35 just to get tackled at the 20 is a losing trade. From special teams, we shift to defense because yes, third and long conversions were a sore spot last season, and seeing the Giants move the chains in those situations during the preseason was deja vu for some fans. But context matters. In preseason, there's no real game planning, and Buffalo was missing both starting safeties and the middle linebacker. Without the scheme looks and with key personnel absent, it's not a fair sample of what the 2025 third down defense will look like. The coaching staff knows last year's shortcomings, and you can bet it's been a point of emphasis all off-season. Then there's the practice squad discussion, a topic that always heats up as roster cutdowns approach. Under current rules, there are no protected practice squad spots anymore. Every player with fewer than 4 accrued NFL seasons must pass through waivers if released, and other teams can sign them to their active roster. Veterans can go straight to a practice squad if they choose, but only up to 6 veterans are allowed among the 16 players. 17 if you have an international program player like Travis Clayton. Once on the squad, a player can be elevated to the active roster 3 times in the regular season before they must either stick on the 53 or return to the practice squad with no further call-ups. For a team with Buffalo's depth, this means some promising young talent will inevitably be scooped up by other clubs. That's not a bad problem. It's a byproduct of having a strong roster. Let's circle back to the offense for a second. Specifically, the tight end versus sixth offensive lineman debate. With Jackson Hall on the roster, Buffalo has a true blocking tight end who brings more athleticism and range than an extra tackle. Hall can pull, get to the second level, and at least present a pass-catching threat, even if modest. A sixth lineman like Alec Anderson in a jumbo set gives you more raw power at the point of attack, but far less versatility in space or through the air. The Bills will use both setups, depending on whether they want range and deception or brute force. Blocking. That flexibility forces defenses to prepare for multiple looks from similar personnel groupings. Defensively, there's also the topic of five-man pressures. A five-man front isn't automatically a five-man blitz. But when you rush five, no matter the personnel, you're increasing the odds of getting one-on-one matchups for your rushers and potentially creating free runners at the quarterback if protection calls get confused. You can bring that fifth rusher from anywhere, a linebacker, a safety, even a corner, and you can pair it with a variety of coverage shells behind it. The trade-off is one fewer body and coverage, so you have to trust your guys to win fast or disrupt the quarterback's rhythm before a route develops. Finally, we can't ignore the vibe difference between offensive and defensive coaching styles. Defensive coaches tend to be louder, more animated, more aggressive in their delivery. That's partly because defense is inherently reactionary. Every snap you're responding to something the offense has chosen, and you're often fighting through blocks or chasing down ball carriers. Offense is more scripted, precise, and collaborative by design, so the coaching demeanor can be calmer. That doesn't mean offensive coaches lack fire. It just tends to manifest differently. Buffalo heads into the heart of the preseason with plenty of moving parts. A running back rotation that's more about roles than titles. A balanced offensive philosophy. Special teams adjustments to new rules. And a defense experimenting with pressures and personnel packages. All of it points toward a team trying to be unpredictable, adaptable, and ready to hit September with more answers than questions. If there's one thing you can say about this Bills team right now, it's that they're living in the details. You can see it in the way they handle the quarterback-receiver chemistry in camp. You can see it in how they rotate defensive linemen in drills. And you can see it in how they're looking at the running back room, not as a depth chart, but as a toolbox. Ray Davis isn't there to be the guy that replaces James Cook if something happens. Ty Johnson isn't there just to spell the starter for a few snaps. Each of them has defined situations where they shine, and the coaching staff is willing to. Ben game plans to exploit that. Against certain fronts, Davis's compact, no-nonsense running style is the perfect hammer to wear down defensive tackles. In games where the defense is fast-flowing and playing sideline to sideline, Johnson's burst vision and ability to run choice routes from the backfield make him the better option. It's less about labels and more about building situational advantages, and that philosophy runs through this entire roster. Josh Allen's performance in camp has been another major talking point, and it's important to separate perception from reality. Some fans see the defense having good days and worry it means Allen is off, but in truth, his accuracy and command have been strong. The difference this year is that the defense is pushing back harder. That's a healthy sign. Last year, Allen dominated nearly every session, which was fun to watch, but turned out to be a quiet red flag for the defense's ability to hold up under pressure when real games started. This time, the defense is winning its share of battles, forcing tighter windows and making the offense grind out completions. That's not regression from Allen. That's a unit on the other side of the ball closing the gap. The result is a camp environment that's sharpening both edges of the sword. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. Whispers around the NFL are gaining momentum as rumors suggest that Travis KELCE, the dominant tight end known for his electrifying performances, may be closing in on a blockbuster deal with the Buffalo Bills. Sources close to the league indicate that the Bills, eager to reinforce their offensive arsenal, have been in intense talks to secure KELCE's talents. KELCE, who has been a cornerstone of the Kansas City Chiefs offense for years, is widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best, tight ends in the league. His ability to consistently create mismatches and haul in crucial receptions has made him a coveted player. If these rumors prove true, the Bills would be acquiring not just a player, but a dynamic leader capable of transforming their offensive strategies. Buffalo, already boasting a strong quarterback in Josh Allen and a promising core, could find in KELCE the perfect weapon to elevate their passing game to new heights. The buzz is that the front office views this potential signing as a way to solidify the team's Super Bowl aspirations. While nothing is officially confirmed, the possibility of KELCE donning the Bills' colors has generated significant excitement among fans and analysts alike, sparking debates about the ripple effects on the league. Behind the scenes, insiders hint at the complexity of the negotiations surrounding Travis KELCE's potential move to Buffalo, suggesting that the deal could be one of the most impactful in recent NFL history. KELCE's status as a free agent opens up a rare opportunity for teams hungry to reshape their offense with a proven star. The Bills, under the guidance of head coach Sean McDermott and offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey, are reportedly keen on integrating a versatile tight end to complement their high-powered attack. KELCE's unique skill set, marked by exceptional route running, reliable hands, and an uncanny ability to find space, would mesh well with the Bills' aggressive play calling. Moreover, KELCE's presence could provide Josh Allen with an additional security blanket, potentially alleviating pressure and allowing more creative plays downfield. Industry chatter suggests the Bills' offer includes a lucrative contract extension reflective of KELCE's elite status and expected contributions. As this potential partnership inches closer to reality, the NFL community is abuzz with speculation about how this addition might disrupt the balance of power in the AFC East and beyond, potentially altering playoff dynamics for years to come. Speculation also swirls around how Travis KELCE's arrival could impact the Bills' locker room culture and offensive identity, signaling a new era of dominance and leadership. Known for his competitive fire and leadership qualities, KELCE brings more than just physical prowess to the field. His charismatic presence and experience in high-stakes games could galvanize a team already hungry for championship glory. Rumors hint that KELCE's influence might extend beyond the gridiron, helping to mentor younger players and elevate the entire roster's mindset. This intangible aspect of his game could be the missing piece for Buffalo as they strive to overcome perennial playoff hurdles. Analysts propose that integrating KELCE could allow the Bills to diversify their offensive schemes, blending power runs with intricate passing concepts designed to exploit KELCE's mismatch potential against linebackers and safeties. Additionally, his blocking skills, often underrated, could bolster the run game, providing a more balanced offensive attack. If the deal materializes, the synergy between KELCE and the Bills' coaching staff could rewrite expectations for the team's offensive output, making Buffalo a more formidable contender in an increasingly competitive NFL landscape. While this excitement builds, questions remain about the long-term implications of Travis KELCE joining the Bills, especially regarding team salary cap management and roster adjustments. Reports indicate that securing KELCE's services would require significant financial commitment, possibly leading to difficult decisions on other key players. The Bills' front office might have to navigate complex contract restructures or personnel moves to accommodate KELCE's high-profile contract, which could ripple through the entire roster composition. Some insiders speculate that this could trigger a strategic overhaul, with the team focusing heavily on maximizing KELCE's impact while ensuring depth in critical positions remains intact. Fans and pundits alike are debating how the team's chemistry will evolve and whether the addition of such a dominant personality might create new challenges in balancing egos and roles. Moreover, the potential deal raises questions about the Chiefs' next steps in replacing their longtime tight end stalwart. which could set off a chain reaction of moves across the league. The ripple effects of KELCE's rumored signing extend well beyond Buffalo, suggesting a shifting landscape in NFL team strategies as franchises jockey to build supercharged offenses capable of winning championships. As the rumor mill continues to churn, the possibility of Travis Kelce suiting up for the Buffalo Bills remains one of the most tantalizing stories in the NFL offseason chatter. Fans eagerly await official confirmation, while media outlets scramble to uncover more details about the potential deal structure and timeline. The excitement surrounding this prospect has already elevated the Bills' profile as a team willing to make bold moves to contend at the highest level. Should Kelce join Buffalo, the synergy between him and Josh Allen might become one of the most feared offensive duos in the league, combining Allen's arm talent and mobility with Kelce's unparalleled tight end skills. This pairing could challenge defenses to rethink their coverage schemes entirely. Moreover, the move could redefine the Bills' legacy, transforming them from perennial contenders into legitimate Super Bowl favorites. Until the ink dries on any contract, the NFL world will continue to speculate and debate the potential ramifications of this seismic signing. One thing is clear: if the rumors hold true, Travis Kelce's journey might be entering a thrilling new chapter in Buffalo, promising to captivate fans and shift the NFL's competitive landscape in dramatic fashion. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.